What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Fimax Gaming here, and today we're going to talk about the new leaks that we got for Digimonrearise. Shout out to Rio and Shortos for leaking out this information. So let's get down to it. We're getting a new 100-hour summon banner, which will feature Calm Leopardmon, Tenacious Craniumon, and Calm Metal Seedramon. Um, we're getting the Calm Leopardmon since in the last video I said we were could get the Calm one or the Death one. I wasn't very sure, but it is now confirmed. I already made a description, so I'm just gonna simplify what I said. Leopardmon is a pretty good Digimon, I would say. He has pretty good stats. Yeah, he is not the best attacker like Imperialdramon, Paladimon, or Omegamon, but he can do some damage since he can deal 3 times the damage during a critical hit. But in my opinion, in the long run, he won't be used that much because we're going to get a lot of Ultras, a lot of Omegamon versions, and other stuff like that. But for right now, Leopardmon could be used in the meta that we have right now in global. Um, Obviously, yeah, the passive is very good that he decreases all enemies' power and tech damage resistance by 30%, which is pretty good. But let's get down to the newer Digimon that we're getting, like Tenacious Craniumon. For stats, it has a pretty decent amount of defense. Obviously, it's going to be slow because it's a Tenacious and doesn't have high power. He has a pretty cool mechanic, which is in the main skill that it says deal damage to a single enemy, increases own counter rate by 40%, and it says here allows you to direct a certain amount of damage from an attack meant for an ally to yourself 3 times. What this means is an example. Omega Sword, which is the main skill of Imperialdramon Paladimon, you know that it hits 3 enemies. Well, if you activate his main skill before that, those 3 hits only will hit him. So he's like protected, like it's not like shout, it's not a taunt, it's just like no matter what AoE attacks is, it's only going to hit him. The other 4 will be protected. This is pretty good, honestly. This could make those tank teams more tankier, but he can be taken down with a very powerful attack. So you have to keep that in mind that yeah, he has a pretty cool mechanic, but I don't know how long it will last. Right now in this crit meta, that crit evade meta that we have right now, for his sub skill, he has damage to 3 enemies and inflict 40% chance of inflict blind, and which is decent. His passive is increases own block rate by 40% and nullify effects to all allies. And the other new Digimon that we're getting is Calm Metal Seedramon. I was watching a little bit of a showcase from JP and all that, and same goes for Metal Seedramon. He has pretty decent amount of stats. Obviously, not the best defense, a pretty decent amount of tech and speed. He deals damage to 3 enemies. He ignores enemy block, which is pretty good, pretty nice. He increases counter rate of calm allies by 60%. The sub skill, he damages 2 enemies and decreases their defense by 40%. And for calm allies, he increases their crit rate by 60% permanent and increases their defense by 40% permanent. The passive is pretty dope, honestly, but he won't be hitting high numbers. He won't last that long with that defense. So the only cool thing is the passive. Since this is a hour summon banner. If it were a limited summon banner, I would say like pull like one or two or three times maybe. But since this is a 100-hour banner, if you don't have a lot of resources, I suggest you skip this banner. If you have enough resources to spend on this banner and have enough for future banners, well, go ahead, you can spend. These are not bad Digimon for right now, but in the long run, these Digimon will be outdated, will be outplayed by a lot of stronger Digimon that we're getting, other Megas and other Ultras that will be getting to Global. So right now they will be useful, but they won't be, I don't know for how long they will be used. So that's pretty much it. That's all the information I can give you guys. um like I said, pull if you have enough resources, skip if you're limited on resources because it's only 100 hour instead of a limited summon. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and this information was useful, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.